And so, have you always loved science and rockets? Was it something from as a little boy?
Yes. Yeah, I was always into space and stuff like that. And what was it? I had like Marks and Spencer used to do, M&S used to do books. I think weirdly, and I had a Marks and Spencer's. I can remember it, science book, very young, and I'm not a great reader. I'm dyslexic, so I'm kind of not great. But I remember looking at the pictures and things like that. And I suppose the thing that really hooked me was Helen Sharman's when oh God, it was the late 80s, early 90s, about 91, 92, because it was just before the Soviet Union collapsed, I think. And that really captured my imagination. I can't remember how old I was, I was probably still at primary school, and that really captured my imagination. And it was kind of like, I really wanted to be an astronaut, but that never happened. But, that really got me going. And yeah, I did. I was kind of into it, and planes and aeronautics and astronautics, that was always my thing. And then, yeah, I was just lucky at senior school. My science teacher was my careers teacher, and I didn't really know what I wanted. And then he kind of said, well, you like physics, you like space, there's this course, and it was at Southampton, and Leicester did it, physics and space science. Why don't you do that? I think, you'd probably do all right. And it was kind of that. And I was like, oh, okay. And went, and I was very lucky, went to Southampton and absolutely loved it. I love the space science. Unfortunately, it was shouldn't say unfortunately, you had to do physics with it. And I'm not the strongest physicist. Now, I know astronomy is an area of physics, but my physics and maths isn't the strongest. But I did really love the space science. And it's actually a really broad area. Like I ended up doing oceanography as part of that, and where because you use satellites to study the oceans, we did oceanography from space, which I loved. We did astronautics, how to get it, did engineering, like how do you build a satellite, there's stuff in it. And so that part of it I absolutely loved. And when you like something, I remember I had to revise really hard to do some things like thermodynamics and the mathematics. The space stuff, I barely revised because I was actually enjoying it. So you go to a lecture, I'd remember it. And so you go into the exam and it's like, well, I've kind of really enjoyed this. I remember it and I just spit it out, kind of.
It's just there in your head. Yeah, that's brilliant. Well, that just goes to show how a good teacher can help you and sort of shape what you do and give you good advice.